So when you are starting to weave, you really need to make sure that your loom is all the way open. So if it came back to you and it was still folded, you need to open it up all the way. And I like to press it down just a little bit so that's easier for me to work with. So then you're going to pick 2 colors to start with. And I'm thinking about starting with myself and my mother. So I'm going to take my loom and I'm going to go over the first one, and then I'm lifting it up to go under the next, and then over and under. Notice I'm picking it up with one hand and I'm weaving it with the other. And over and then under. And over and under. And I'm not going to leave it like this. I'm going to make sure that I bring it all the way down to that stop line. And then what I'm going to do to make sure it stays there is I'm going to take a little dot of glue, and I'm going to lift up, and I'm going to put a little dot there, and I'm going to put a little dot on this side. So I'm going to move it out of the way, put a little dot back there, press it down. So for the next line that you are weaving, you have to do the opposite, which means that you're going the opposite way. It's not the same. So if I went over here, I have to start by going under. So now I'm going to go under, over, under, and then what? Over, and then under, and then over. Under, over, under. And again, I'm not going to leave it like floating in the middle. I'm going to push it down all the way so it's touching my last piece. And if you notice, I don't have any that I can glue down here, so I can actually flip it over. I'm going to peel this back just a little bit and put just a tiny dot of glue. That there. I can turn this around. Do the same thing on this side. So you're going to keep going back and forth, going under and over, under and over. And I'm going to show you one last one so that you understand how the pattern works. So this one was over, this one was under, and the next one has to be what? Over. So we're going to go over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over. And am I leaving it floating? I didn't think so. So I'm going to bring it all the way down. I'm going to make sure it lines up really well with that edge over here. Push it down, and then again, what am I going to do? I'm going to put glue on it. Put a little dot of glue, fold it down, spin it around, and do one more dot of glue. So this is what we're going to do all the way up here. And right to the other edge, or right to where you stopped before. So you're going to keep going over, under, over, under, under, over, under, over. If you have any questions, just ask.